absolutely everybody for getting us here.
Without doubt, the FIA, Formula One, and everybody at Sky's worked really hard for us to be sitting in this pit lane, paddock rather, with our masks on, and you know, we can bring you some Formula One action. I'm very sorry to the people who invest their precious time and money to go and sit in the grandstands and support our great sport. You can't come and join us at the moment, hopefully sooner rather than later, but what a beautiful day for the Formula One season to get underway.
And the excitement is palpable. We wish there were a few more people in the paddock. That can't be the case, but nevertheless, the simple fact that we're going to be out on track is reason enough.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic few days already. You know, hearing the cars come out onto the track was wonderful on Friday. It really was, and to see the drivers so early on pushing these beasts to the limit was awesome. So yeah, we've got a really exciting grid as well. You know, the Mercedes are obviously very fast, but behind them you've got a very angry pack behind chasing them down.
Yeah, okay. Now, for various reasons, Valtteri Bottas has got a spring in his step, and that told out on track yesterday, taking pole position.
Yeah, he's driving well. A new lady in his life. He seems very happy if you watch him on social media, and he certainly was happy to get pole position, even if he was on the grass facing the wrong way at the time when he took that pole yesterday, with his first run of qualifying being just fast enough to beat Lewis Hamilton.
Now, the breaking news from here in the paddock is that Lewis Hamilton, they've knocked out the front row of the grid, have Mercedes, and only 1/100th between them. However, there's no mechanism to launch a protest, but Red Bull and Ferrari have applied some pressure, and Lewis Hamilton has been back to see the stewards. The claim that he didn't slow down under that yellow light panel. What do you make of that, Jensen?
Well, yeah, I think the issue here is that there's a green flag at the next flag post, and obviously the car is past that, if you know what I mean. There should have been a yellow there. The issue for me is that I've had this issue before, and basically it's you go past the yellow flag post full throttle, it's not correct. You have to lift, and he didn't lift.
So you're saying he should get a penalty?
I'm saying that yes, we know the rules, and you have to lift for a yellow flag, and obviously he's accelerating through the yellow flag. The problem is if he couldn't see it because the dust is there, I'm sorry, but you still get a penalty because it's the regulations.
Okay, well, Christian Horner has door-stopped a few of us, and he had armed on his phone from last year the clip we're about to play you. And this is Max Verstappen in Mexico, who, for not slowing down, if you can think back to, what was it, October of last year, he got a 3-place grid penalty for that. So, I mean, what they're claiming is 1 rule for them, 1 rule for the other.
Yeah, but it's a slam dunk there because he's got a yellow flag, and there's a wrecked Mercedes-Benz in his field of vision, and I think that penalty was valid. Other drivers backed off for the yellow flag yesterday. You also get a yellow light on the steering wheel, and you can, I think you can also get a beep in your ear as well for the drivers. So there was a green flag, just on the road. If there's dust, there's probably a car in there somewhere, and strictly speaking, I think Lewis would get a penalty for that. It's all in a split second. You're on a qualifying lap. He's kept the throttle pin. Ricciardo didn't, Albon didn't, Sainz didn't, and it's cost them a grid position. So I think the rules are very clear there, I'm afraid, and that is a penalty, as indeed was very much clearly was Max's penalty in Mexico last year.
Okay, no decision yet, but we'll keep you up to date, of course. Any messaging coming out of the stewards. Now, when you're a pit lane reporter, you can't get in the pit lane because of social distancing measures. You've got to get creative, and I know a man who can. In the grandstand opposite the pits is Ted with his pirate spyglass.
You betcha, Simon. With the old little spyglass, I can see into absolutely everybody's pit garage here. So we'll be keeping you up to date with all the action, whether it's your favourite driver, Lando from 4th, whether it's Daniel Ricciardo from 10th or Sebastian Vettel from 11th. We'll be keeping you up to date with everybody's progress. Just sad to see that because of the COVID provisions, obviously this is a closed race. We're not able to welcome all the fans from around the world in these grandstands. We hope that will change as soon as possible. But in the meantime, we're giving you the best seats in the house. We're putting you right in this action to let you know everything that's going on in what should be, hopefully, an exciting race.
For Albon to go around that outside, and Albon was ahead. speeding in the pit lane. And that's going to help Lewis Hamilton out. And Sebastian Vettel in a bit of a scrap here. Alex Albon the car behind him. Daniel Kvyat, his former teammate, is the car ahead of him.
This is all about trying to get one World Championship point in 10th place. Taking the pressure off Hamilton with Perez, so McLaren need to stop fighting each other and get after these guys.
And McLaren might need to make a decision as well.
Oh no,
Alex Albon! What's happened here? He's slowing down, and that could be mechanical problems as well. I'm trying to do the maths here. I think Lando Norris is only about 3 or 4 tenths off the podium places as it stands at the moment, with both Perez and Hamilton getting a penalty. So they might want to call off that. They might want to call off that McLaren battle, because that's not helping Norris's pace. And all, if we're looking on board, and that is Norris and Perez. And Norris has managed to get past Sergio Perez, and it was a bit bumpy going into turn 3, but he's managed to do it, and Perez is tumbling down the order, and he's got 5 seconds as well to add to his pain on this one. Bottas leads, Hamilton second on the road, but he gets a 5-second penalty. Then Leclerc, Norris and Perez, who also gets a 5-second penalty. You're going to need a calculator and your set of binoculars and a pair of eyes to work out this one.
Norris is 7 seconds behind Hamilton, isn't he? No, he's not. He's 5.1 seconds behind Hamilton. And and the door was wide open. Lando decided to walk through it. It was a bit clumsy, but job done. The door's wide open. And that's fair enough. That's fair enough.
Well, we've seen Hamilton Rosberg, and we've seen Verstappen Leclerc at that corner. As there we have Sebastian Vettel getting past Daniel Kvyat up in the 10th place, where he's never finished before. Never finished in 10th place in any of the 240 previous Grand Prix.
Lewis is coming back at Bottas now.
Oh no, and Daniel Kvyat's out of the race. And Daniel Kvyat is out of the race and out of harm's way as well. That's a rear wheel.
Yeah, did he leave any debris on the track? But he was already having a big wild moment when he first came into view, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But that, as you rightly say, is in a service room and out of the way. What a race! And then we had 11 left.
This is unbelievable. Nicholas Latifi is 1 place off for a points finish on his Formula 1 debut at the moment. And our Mercedes about to let Lewis Hamilton get past Valtteri Bottas to try and gain him some clear road ahead. The tyre shredded, disintegrated.
That's about curb. That's about running curbs. Unless he was quite close to the Ferrari. I don't think that's a structural rear fade. It probably feels like a puncture from where he's sitting. Yeah, Hamilton doesn't Hamilton look a bit racy there in second place all of a sudden?
Well, I just wonder if Mercedes want to let Hamilton get past Bottas, give him clear air ahead, and just go and extend your advantage. At the moment, they've got about 6-7 tenths in hand on Lando Norris, who could finish on the podium yet, because Hamilton's going to take a 5-second penalty, but that's what they've got to watch for, Mercedes.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a very good point, Crofty. But should they let Lewis past and try to find a bit more time?
I think we're going to be okay. 71 laps out of 71 here. Chaos and carnage at times, but Valtteri Bottas wins the season opener here in Austria. It is a Mercedes 1-2 on the road, but Hamilton will not keep second place. He gets a 5-second penalty. Charles Leclerc, after a miserable weekend so far for Ferrari, gets on the podium, and Lando Norris gets on the podium for the first time in Formula 1 because of Lewis Hamilton's penalty. He put in the fastest lap of the race on the last lap of the race, and by a 10th of a second, Lando Norris is a podium sitter. McLaren are on the podium, and what a start to the season this has been.
And a point for fastest lap of 1:07.4. And that put him 4.7 seconds behind Lewis, I believe.
Yeah.
Lewis with a 5-second penalty.
The first win of the season under your belt. So pick up a rubber.
What a race, Croft.
I tell you
What a race.
I'm so glad we're staying in Austria for the next few days because we've got so much to talk about. after this race. That's brilliant from McLaren. I'm so happy for a team that have struggled so much in recent years, have come into this season with stories about financial pressures, have had to make staff redundant. But on the track, they have absolutely pulled one out of the bag here. Well done to all at Woking. Well done, McLaren, for finishing on the podium. This is the move that did it. Maybe. This is Carlos Sainz and Sergio Perez. Sainz, by the way, managed to get past Perez on the timing chart. Did he do it on the road as well? Perez was going to pick up a 5-second penalty, but he did. Carlos Sainz got past the racing point, who didn't pit during the safety car and was running tyres that had been on for quite some time, those medium compound tyre. After Sergio Perez who finished 6th, Pierre Gasly 7th, Esteban Ocon on his return to Formula 1. Don't you celebrate as much as you want, young Lando? That's sensational. He's going to get another call from the Crown Prince tonight.
Yeah.
Or maybe while we're on air.
And it was a sensational lap to pull that out of the bag.
It was a qualifying lap, wasn't it? Almost for Lando Norris. To complete the order, Esteban Ocon on his return, finishing 8th from Renault. They scored points here for the first time since 2003. Antonio Giovinazzi goes one better than he did last year to finish 9th. Sebastian Vettel, for the first time in 241 Grand Prix, finishes 10th in a Formula 1 Grand Prix. Nicholas Latifi, sadly for him on his debut, just outside the points. Alex Albon, who could well have been on the podium, but once again, as it was in Brazil, came off second best when tangling with Lewis Hamilton, finishes last. They had 7 retirements, but it was car 77 who kept his cool in the heat of Austria and kept his calm, and comes home to take, as he did last year, Martin Brundle, the opening race of the season.
And he deserved it, didn't he? Ace pole. Made sure nobody else could ace pole when he went off in turn 4. Not saying that was intentional, but started from pole, perfect race. Managed whatever issues he had. The rest of the grid tried to self-destruct as well. And Lando came through to steal a podium right at the end. And well done Charles Leclerc as well. Ferrari had very little pace this weekend, but he managed to finish 2nd.
That's a huge boost for Ferrari. It
Yeah.
really is. That's way more than they would have been expecting from this race. Charles Leclerc, who had his moments early on with Carlos Sainz, if you remember. So Sebastian Vettel, sorry, with Carlos Sainz. That's what relegated him down. Leclerc was there to pick up the pieces. But if they're all like that, I'd stay in Austria for the next 6 months and we just go racing here every Sunday.
I'm not sure what else Lewis could have done. Mid-corner when you're all loaded up, you can't just suddenly turn more right. But there's no doubt about it. Alex Albon was ahead of him. He made contact, Albon goes around. I mean, Albon might have been disappointed anyway by the looks of it within the reliability stakes. You don't know if his non-finish was about the contact,
Yeah.
or about something else. But what a great race.
Well, it certainly was. Austria has provided us with plenty of excitement and entertainment. Valtteri Bottas, as I said though, does what he did last year. Starts the season with a win. You have to say he's looked like a man